How do you feel about these gay rumors that's coming out about Diddy? All these guys coming out saying that he violated them.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say Diddy is straight. You heard me? I'm not gonna say that. I know what a straight man is. And I wouldn't 100% say Diddy is straight. I don't think nothing wrong with being gay as long as you're proud of being who you are. But I think Diddy has fondled in the closet a lot in his life, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's why I said left field. You ever heard me say on the interview? I said left field, UFO, definitely X-Files. If that's who you are, you heard me? That's all gravy, as long as you standing firm on who you are. But I do believe that the homie done funneled a lot in his life, for sure. Even from what I've seen. You know, I've been walking to the studio and I'm just gonna say at the end of the day, bruh, there is no crime of being a freak, but you know, if you gay, it's okay. Let it be known. Like, you dig? Maybe they wouldn't look at you so crazy because the accusations that they giving you, Diddy, with the dudes that's suing you from all that type of shit. It is only a certain amount of time towards people from different walks of life can keep saying the same thing and it don't be true. You heard me? It got to be some truth to that. You did. So all I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, you know, do I think Diddy gay? I don't know what that means. Do I think Diddy is a? Yes, I do. And that right there is coming from just my experience. You know, to know what a straight man is, and to know a man that like to play a lot in life, that like to funnel a lot in life. You dig? He lived too long to not want to do that. And I don't even think he would be gay off being sexually attracted to men, you know? I think it'd be him experimenting so long that he'll get tired of the bad business. So when I hear the stories of, you heard me, of the situations, it just kind of makes me say, yeah, sound about right. Because it does sound about right. You can't sit up here and not plague your mind to say, I think Diddy used to funnel with boys too. Do you think Diddy used to funnel with boys? You asking me, do you think so?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, you know, it sounds like he had to share a man before, you know. I don't know. I mean, hey.
That's all I'm saying.
But for you said that you believe he's bi. So what did you see that makes you believe that, you know?
All right, one time I'm in the studio. Don't judge me either. One time I'm in the studio, and maybe I was tripping because I never really quite been a weed smoker or nothing, you know. But one time I'm smoking weed, brother, and I walk in the studio and just seen uncomfortability to my eyes. How about that? I seen uncomfortability to my eyes, you know, and my eyes are very comfortable with things that I see. And I seen uncomfortability with my eyes. And I'm not going to, I'm not laying back there and saying that everything I'm saying is just 100, you know.
Recent claims about Sean Diddy Combs have shocked the entertainment industry and the public. A controversial memoir, allegedly written by Kim Porter, Diddy's late partner, accuses him of troubling behavior, including relationships with young boys, hosting illegal parties, and physically abusing Porter.
Contract is because Round knew to let me go. You know what I'm saying? And even right now, I just say uncomfortability to my eyes. You can take that how you want it. You heard me? But uncomfortability to my eyes. What I'm not used to seeing two men do when I look at them. A powerful man at that. I walked in the studio and seen two powerful men doing things that was uncomfortable to my eyes. And that's it. So you can take that how you want it. There you have it. My daddy told me to say that. My daddy said, make sure you let it be known that my pa, free my daddy. He said, you make sure you let it be known if you seen something uncomfortable with your eyes, you dig? That man left you down bad. You got shot. I got fucking shot. I went through a lot. I couldn't even feed my family. Yeah, fucking right, that nigga gay. Uncomfortable with my eyes. Fucking right. Yes, he's gay. Okay, but I don't think someone being gay is bad. And that's the thing. I don't think someone being gay is like a curse. If that's their preference, then say, bro, that's their preference. Now, you ask me, did he do anything left field? And that's why I gave the answer. Yes, I've seen things when I walked in the studio that was uncomfortable to my eyes with another powerful person in the music business. And that's just that.
What was your reaction and what was his reaction when you caught him?
I opened the door, I seen what I seen, and I hurried up and slammed the door. And ever since then, Ron was treating me nice. That's how I was. Fuck, I couldn't get Lil Daddy, the Lil Daddy video. I couldn't get the Lil Daddy video shot for nothing. You heard me? I'm talking about for nothing. But after that happened, I went back home to New Orleans and we were shooting Lil Daddy. As a matter of fact, we shot Lil Daddy, my solo Lil Daddy, and we shot the remix with Wayne and Jody Breeze the same day. How you love that? Yeah.
So he greenlit the videos after you caught him?
Right after that. Yeah, I just seen it, bro, and it fucked me up. I'm not even gonna much lie to you. I wasn't really. I looked at Diddy differently after that. The $30 million was out the window once I seen him look that way. I low key kind of. I wasn't feeling that bad boy shit no more. I wasn't feeling that shit no more. And say, bro, the funny part, I'm never really the type of person that get on here and do all that shit there. But I talked to my daddy, and my daddy said, you went through so much in life and you swept it under the rug. And everybody just expect you to just eat that. That man left you for dead out here. You don't have to speak your truth. You just gotta be city. Just be yourself. This time, be yourself. Just be yourself. You don't have to say, I'm speaking my truth, or I'm not trying to expose nobody. It's already out there.
Although unverified, these allegations paint a disturbing picture of one of hip-hop's most influential figures. They raise questions about the darker side of fame and power.
I didn't do anything. And what she meant by that, just my perspective, I think what she meant was, I didn't make him look like anything of what I could have made him look like. I think Cassie felt like the things that he done to her, she could have been put him out there, and she chose not to. So whenever she asked for what she deserved, he treated her like he treated the band. And the difference between Cassie and the band, she went for hers. And because Cassie come from a good family, them people gonna fight for that lady. And most of us from the band, we came from adolescent situations. So those trauma things is just kind of like typical, and that's sad. And it's diabolical and it's fucked up. But we look at things that happen to us as we should brush it under the rug. Cassie people ain't feel that way. They felt like we want to be compensated for the things that he put her through. And that's exactly what happened. That's facts.
And you was there when Puffy took Cassie from Ryan Leslie.
I was around. I can't say I was right there. I wasn't there at the moment of time. Oh, I'm taking your bitch, Ryan. You heard me? I wasn't around that time, but I gradually seen Cassie with Ryan to gradually see Ryan not around no more. And Diddy's the guy with Cassie now. Facts. So it don't take rocket scientists to see that he took his bitch. Period. He took your bitch. Period. Because after that, you heard me, Ryan stopped really kind of coming around after that situation. And I don't think Ryan felt no way. I think Ryan charged it to the game. And the rapport that I had with Ryan, he was so cool that I don't really think he killed though. I think he was just probably like, man, if she chose to go with him, then have her. That's how I think he looked at it. Courtesy of his demeanor, his characteristics, Yeah. Wow, bro. It's wild. This whole situation, it don't even feel real. It feel like a dream. And the Me Too people, everybody that's suing them now, like, damn, that's just crazy. The suing situation, I don't think that everyone is keeping the G of why they're suing Diddy. I think they're just milking him, and if Diddy bite, that's just easy money. And that's another thing about the situation. He's in a money pit, you know, for him, and it puts his back against the wall, you know. It makes him have no other choice but to fucking try to resolve this as much as possible. But what Diddy don't understand, it's already out there, baby. It's already out there. You might as well just go to war with them people, like I was going through. And I know I'm not on Diddy level of celebrity. I'm pretty popular though, but I'm not on Diddy level of celebrity, you know. But
Kim Porter, who died in 2018, was not just Diddy's partner, but also the mother of his 4 children. Her sudden death left unanswered questions, which the memoir attempts to address. According to the book, Porter documented her life with Diddy on a flash drive and entrusted it to friends before her death. The entries reveal allegations of child abuse, infidelity, and violence.
Wait it out, thug it out, get it together, and go to war with them. If you ain't do it, you know, you're gonna reign supreme at the end. You know, because it's their job to chump up buku charges on you, you know, and then see what they can prove. And that's their job. So you're not in jail right now because you are found guilty or anything. You in there of accusations and trumped up charges.
Yeah, he got a lot to overcome, man. And it's crazy seeing Cassie with a trainer now. And I heard that, you know, the trainer she with Diddy, he's the one that hired him.
But that lets you know women though, not all, but that lets you know the vulnerability of women, you know. Some women are a little different because how can you go from this this billionaire to being vulnerable to a trainer? Well, I guess the word is vulnerability, isn't it? At the end of the day, money stops being important when you get around it enough. And that's the thing, you know, you can only control somebody for so long with money towards they start finding a glitch in the matrix. Even when the band, you know, we got so used to being around money and everything with money and everything laid out for us that when some, not gonna say all, but when some got the rug swept from under them, they didn't even know how to handle reality anymore. Because you gotta understand, we've been on that show close to 4 to 5 years straight. You dig? So when the rug gets swept from under you, you know, that you know, and that's what I think. Like my brother Freddie P, who I love to death, when the rug got swept from under him, the only thing that he can think about is how he got done dirty. Because respectfully, he did. Fuck all that. Respectfully, we did. We all got done dirty. Respectfully, you know, but some people can't let it go, and some people, you know, forgive but don't forget. Yeah, but my opinion, when she told me that she was afraid to go because he was talking about blowing up kids.
One shocking claim is that Porter found videotapes in Diddy's possession showing inappropriate behavior with underage boys. The memoir alleges she copied some of these tapes to protect herself. This raises questions about who else might have known about or ignored these actions.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say Diddy is straight. You heard me? I'm not going to say that. I know what a straight man is. And I wouldn't 100% say Diddy is straight. I don't think nothing wrong with being gay as long as you're proud of being who you are. But I think Diddy has fondled in the closet a lot in his life. For sure. Yeah, for sure. That's why I said left field. You ever heard me say on the interview, I said left field.
He said he did what in the closet? Fondled?
Yeah.
Fondled?
Let me see.
I know he got that New Orleans accent. I know we be around a lot of people with that accent, but I don't know what he just said right there.
But I think Diddy has fondled in the closet a lot in his life.
We don't know
sure.
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, for sure. That's why I said left field. You ever heard me say on the interview, I said left field, UFO, definitely X-Files. If that's who you are, you heard me? That's all gravy. As long as you standing firm on who you are. But I do believe that the homie done funneled a lot in his life, for sure. Even from what I've seen. You dig? I mean, walking to the studio, and I'm just gonna say at the end of the day, bro, there is no crime of being a freak, but you know.
But see, just like he just stopped himself just now, it's like it's probably so many people that saw stuff, not just with Diddy, just period in the industry, just saw stuff and just don't be them. I'm saying you don't want to be the one, because now it's gonna be, it's your face gonna be with the new whatever. Like this what you call them saying now, it's gonna be all over everywhere. So you might not be scared, you just don't want that type of, everywhere you go, people gonna ask you about that. People gonna be getting you doing interviews, saying the same stuff over and over.
Sounds like some people do want that because you get paid for that type of stuff.
Yeah, some people do, but some people,
then you get to profit off of it because you could have a book out, and you could do this, and you.
But see,
if you know something,
it never be
what they know and make money.
It never be the right people though. It always be the people that already look crazy.
Yeah, it's people.
Or, you know what I'm saying? It never be the normal people. Be like, because they don't want to.
If you gay, it's okay. Let it be known. Like, you did. Maybe they wouldn't look at you so crazy, because the accusations that they giving you, Diddy, with the dudes that's suing you from all that type of shit. It is only a certain amount of time towards people from different walks of life can keep saying the same thing and it don't be true. You heard me? It got to be some truth to that. You did. So all I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, you know, do I think Diddy gay? I don't know what that means. Do I think Diddy is about? Yes, I do, and that right there is coming from just my experience. You know, to know what a straight man is, and to know a man that like to play a lot in life, that like to funnel a lot in life. You dig?
He's saying funnel. We don't know what he mean by. Is he saying funnel?
The book's publisher, Chris Todd, claims some of Diddy's associates had copies of the tapes and tried to sell them. This suggests a culture of secrecy and corruption within the entertainment industry.
He said funnel.
Funnel.
I don't know what that means.
Funnel a lot.
We're going to have to look at the comments and see what somebody going to say something. But I do like looking at Chopper. He sounds so mature and older now, like from what I remember from making the band.
Well, that was 10 years ago. He should.
It was only 10?
At least 10 years. I said at least 10 years.
He lived too long to not know a lot in life. You dig? He lived too long to not want to do that. And I don't even think he will be gay off being attracted to men, you know? I think it'll be him experimenting so long that he'll get tired of the bad business. So when I hear the stories of, you heard me, of the situations, it just kind of makes me say, yeah, sound about right. Because it does sound about right. You can't sit up here and not have it not plague your mind to say, I think Diddy used to funnel with boys too. Do you think Diddy used to funnel with boys? You're asking me, do you think so?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, you know, it sounds like he had to share a man before, you know. I don't know. I mean, hey.
That's all I'm saying. But
for you said that you believe he's bi. So what did you see that makes you believe that, you know?
All right, one time I'm in the studio. Don't judge me either. One time I'm in the studio, and maybe I was tripping, because I never really quite been a weed smoker or nothing, you know. But one time I'm smoking weed, brother, and I walk in the studio and just seen uncomfortability to my eyes. How about that? I seen uncomfortability to my eyes, you know, and my eyes are very comfortable with things that I see. And
what you say?
That's how he gonna word it. That's his way up.
I see uncomfortability to my eyes, you know, and my eyes are very comfortable with things that I see. And I seen uncomfortability with my eyes, and I'm not going, you know, I'm not laying back there and saying that everything I'm saying is just 100. You know, that's why it was so easy for me to get out of my contract, is because Round knew to let me go. You know what I'm saying? And even right now, I just say uncomfortability to my eyes. You can take that how you want it. You heard me? but uncomfortability to my eyes. What I'm not used to seeing two men do when I look at them. A powerful man at that. I walked in the studio and seen two powerful men doing things that was uncomfortable to my eyes. And that's it. So you can take that how you want it. There you have it. My daddy told me to say that. My daddy said, make sure you let it be known that my pa, free my daddy. He said, you make sure you let it be known if you seen something uncomfortable with your eyes, you dig? That man left you down bad. You got shot. I got fucking shot. I went through a lot. I couldn't even feed my family. Yeah, fucking right, that nigga gay. Uncomfortable with my eyes.
He went.
The memoir also describes Diddy's personal life, including wild parties Porter called fancy orgies. She also claimed their relationship was open, involving other celebrities. One disturbing incident describes her finding Diddy leaving a room with a famous rapper and another woman's husband.
Fighting back against a rape accusation. His attorney filing a letter to the judge to dismiss the rape suit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's story.
You should always advocate for yourself.
It comes after our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward?
Because I think that I've been quiet long.
A woman alleged that after attending the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000, she was invited to an after-party where Diddy and Jay-Z assaulted her. However, the Madden brothers, mentioned in her account, confirmed they were not present, and her father could not verify her claims.
Talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo, it's the Last Supper.
The woman stands by her story despite discrepancies, saying she clearly remembers the assault. Representatives for Diddy and Jay-Z denied the allegations, calling them baseless.
He wrote home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said, in remembering what happened 24 years ago. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. A representative for Combs called the suit a shameless money grab.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out.
Chloe Malas, NBC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
The memoir also recounts incidents of physical abuse. Porter claimed Diddy hit her and, in one instance, pointed a gun at her, saying she had no choice in the matter. Reports of Diddy's violent behavior towards other partners add weight to these allegations.
From Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that Jay-Z is accused of being a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit, and the new allegations are just coming out this evening. Jay-Z is being accused of a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000, according to documents obtained by Fox News Digital tonight. The lawsuit, which was initially filed back in October, was refiled tonight in New York by an anonymous accuser claiming Jay-Z, whose full name is Sean Carter, while Combs and Celebrity B watched. So that other celebrity was not named. Initially, the lawsuit stated Combs the minor while Celebrity A and Celebrity B watched. Carter was named as Celebrity A in the refiled lawsuit. Representatives for Jay-Z did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital request for comment. Combs and Carter allegedly, quote, took turns assaulting minor. According to the lawsuit, many others were present at the after party but did nothing to stop the assault, it alleges. The 13-year-old girl was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall by a friend as she wanted to attend the MTV Video Music Awards back in 2000, according to the lawsuit. In an attempt to gain entry to the venue, she began approaching limousine drivers waiting outside the celebrity-filled event. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy, the lawsuit read. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that, quote, she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party. The 13-year-old, quote, recognized many celebrities upon arrival at the party and was required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. However, she was not given a copy. Combs, who would have been 30 years old at the time, then allegedly attempted to force the girl to perform oral sex on him. He stopped after she hit him in the neck, according to the lawsuit here. So now Jay-Z being accused in this now 24 years ago of a 13-year-old alongside Diddy at an after party here. So these are the newest allegations rocking the music world this evening, and we wanted to bring that to your attention all right here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, we will continue to follow this major story as the Diddy saga continues, and now more celebrities getting caught up in it here. These new allegations rocking Hollywood and the music industry as we speak.
News right now related to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today of and exploitation by Combs. For the first time, we are hearing about victims who say they were minors when they were allegedly assaulted by the music star. The youngest allegedly just 9 years old. The allegations were revealed today by attorneys representing more than 100 alleged victims who are preparing to sue. So let's bring in NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas right now. So Chloe, we know there is currently a press conference underway. We do have a live picture of that. Can you just walk us through these new allegations and tell us if we've heard from Combs yet?
So the individual that you see on the screen right now, that is an attorney based out of Houston, Texas, and his name is Tony Busby. He's been a part of some very well-known litigation over the years involving a BP oil spill, even involving the Astroworld Music Festival crisis where some individuals were killed during a stampede. So he has made headlines before, but this is pretty shocking. So he claims is claiming right now at this press conference that he has had over 3,000 individuals reach out to his law firm in Houston, Texas, that he and his team have been vetting these claims, that now they are representing over 120 accusers, and that over the next 30 days, they will begin to file different civil suits, that this is not a class action lawsuit, that they are going to continue to vet these allegations, but right now they feel strong about these. So he also said today that it's not just Combs that will be named as a defendant, that there will be other high-profile individuals, some household names. He says, quote, many powerful people, there are many dirty secrets. He says that his team has collected pictures, video, and that the allegations include violent sexual facilitated sex with a controlled substance, dissemination of video recordings, and sex abuse of minors. So this was something else that they talked about, that there are 25 accusers who were allegedly minors at the time that these allegations took place starting in 1991, span all the way up over 2 decades. He also talks about where these individuals are from. He said that they hail from more than 25 states, New York, California, Florida. We know that Diddy had a residence in Miami, Georgia. We've reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for comment. They have not yet responded. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn while he is awaiting trial on the New York indictment, where he is charged with racketeering and prostitution charges. Now, I also just want to point out that they also claim that 62% of these individuals are identifying as African American, and that they are evenly split between female accusers and male accusers and Clay. So this is very interesting. And he said that look, I know that everybody expected me today or wanted me to name other high profile individuals. He says, I'm not going to.
The book revisits the 1999 nightclub shooting, alleging Diddy convinced rapper Shine to take the blame, letting him and Jennifer Lopez avoid consequences. This pattern of evading accountability raises concerns about systemic issues in the entertainment industry.
Rapper Jay-Z is denying an allegation that he and Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, an anonymous accuser identified only as Jane Doe made the accusation in a civil lawsuit on Sunday. It alleges that the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards afterparty back in 2000. In a statement to NBC News, Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, called the accusation idiotic, adding, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever should commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" Attorneys representing Combs also dismissed the lawsuit, calling it a shameless publicity stunt. Combs is currently behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after federal prosecutors charged him in September.
NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos is here to break down some of this for us. Danny, good to have you with us. These are serious allegations. Tell us a little more about what accusations the accuser's making here that happened back in 2000, and just typically how a case like this then would play out in a civil court proceeding.
According to the amended complaint, and when I file amended complaints, it's because new information has come up. Maybe there are new defendants and new claims, and that's sort of what's happening here, but I'll explain the difference. This amended complaint alleges that this 13-year-old plaintiff, when she was 13, wanted to go to the VMA Awards, couldn't get in. A limo driver says, "Come on in, and I'm paraphrasing, "you look like you're Diddy's type," or something like that. She gets in, she goes to the party, and at the party, she is assaulted. Originally, she had alleged, obviously, Diddy or Combs. Now, there isn't really a new defendant in Jay-Z. What the complaint alleges is that somebody that they had originally referred to as, say, Celebrity A, now they're naming as Jay-Z. And so they allege that Jay-Z and Combs were involved in the assault of this 13-year-old plaintiff. So Jay-Z was technically already in the complaint. He just wasn't identified.
Walk us through that point that was in Jay-Z's statement there about changing the type of lawsuit here, civil versus criminal.
So Jay-Z essentially is saying, hey, if you're going to bring this case, this sounds like a criminal complaint. I dare you basically to go file a criminal complaint. And what's interesting, too, is that according to the complaint, the plaintiffs explained the reason that they decided to name Jay-Z was allegedly Jay-Z had pushed back on the filing of this complaint. So it's almost like a kind of, hey, if you're going to push us, we're going to name you in this complaint instead of just saying that you're Celebrity A. That's a little bit problematic because if he wasn't a party originally, if he was just Celebrity A, and now the only difference is because Jay-Z pushed back, it raises a question as to what exactly Jay-Z did as a party. But that will all be worked out in discovery.
And talk about what does happen next then with all this.
Well, when you file a civil complaint in federal court, the next steps are very clearly laid out in procedure, but they're not that exciting. The court will get together, the parties get together, they figure out a discovery plan, and then months out, the parties start exchanging discovery, paperwork, documents, and then months beyond that, they start having depositions. But in the civil complaint context, the opening salvo is the filing of the pleading, and then after that, it's mostly quiet until we get to depositions, which are usually not in the public, and then years from now, in federal court, maybe a year and a half, then you get to trial.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app.
Diddy's legal troubles have tarnished his career. Once celebrated as a mogul, recent allegations and arrests have led many to question his legacy. These claims have sparked discussions about power, exploitation, and accountability in the industry.
Carrying out searches at properties associated with P. Diddy. This is all part of a federal investigation into human trafficking. They also say that this investigation has been ongoing now for several months. They add, our sources, that an arrest does not appear to be imminent at this time, but what you are looking at right now is live video of one of these searches being conducted. Now, this is a search that is happening at Sean Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home. This is in the Beverly Hills area, so you can see a tremendous amount of law enforcement present there all around that home. So this search just began here. There's also, as we understand, another search being conducted on the other side of the country in Miami, because we are hearing from Homeland Security that there are investigations going on using the assistance of HSI Los Angeles and HSI Miami, along with local law enforcement partners. We do understand that they will provide us with updates as possible, but this goes into multiple allegations against Sean Diddy Combs over the years. There's been several civil suits against him as well, including human trafficking, all of which he has denied as this has been ongoing. But again, clearly an escalation that we are seeing play out live right now in Los Angeles. I want to bring in our ABC News contributor and trial attorney, Brian Buckmeyer, who I know, Brian, you have been following this case for many months, and you bring it up to me all the time. And now I wouldn't call this the culmination. In fact, probably this is just the beginning, right? So what do you make of the fact that they've decided to carry out these two searches simultaneously and on other sides of the country here?
So, Kayla, you're right. I've been talking to you about this for too long. But what does it get you? What does a person need to have the ability to search a home? Probable cause. So what I'm doing is I'm looking backwards. How could a judge grant the ability to search these two homes, and why would you do it simultaneously? Probable cause being the belief, or at least having the quantity of information that a crime either did happen, is happening, or is going to happen. That's how law enforcement must have to prove to a judge or a court why they have the opportunity or the legal ability to search someone's home. Now, why would you do it in conjunction from one property and another at the same time? Law enforcement typically does this because they are worried that information or property or evidence may be hidden away or destroyed while you're searching one property. And so they're looking for something to corroborate the belief that they have that a crime did occur. And as you pointed out earlier, he's facing multiple allegations. So perhaps that is the crime in which they're investigating. Perhaps that is what they're trying to seek more information from. But in order to search a home, you have to have probable cause. The only question is, probable cause of what?
Probable cause. And so, Brian, as you look at this and you watch this, and we'll shout if we see any more movement on these screens, but it is important to note, right, that this is all being run out of the Southern District of New York here. So there is a tremendous amount of coordination happening within law enforcement at the highest levels.
Absolutely. And the reason why I believe it's being coordinated out of the SDNY, or the Southern District of New York, which encompasses, for the most part, Manhattan, is a lot of the civil allegations stem from there, whether it be Cassie or the other 4 allegations or civil lawsuits that stemmed from it afterwards. And so what it appears to be, at least if you're thinking this is connected to the civil lawsuits, are that the SDNY is coordinating with the other agencies in Miami as well as Los Angeles to search the properties of Sean Combs to see if there's any evidence of that. Now,
Diddy's rise from poverty to billionaire status has inspired many, but the allegations suggest a darker reality. They highlight how wealth and influence can be used to exploit others and evade justice.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
For years, Diddy has been a symbol of success and resilience, rising from humble beginnings to become a billionaire entrepreneur. But the allegations in Porter's memoir challenge this narrative, suggesting a darker reality behind the glamorous facade. They highlight the ways in which wealth and influence can be weaponized to exploit others and avoid accountability.
What would be evidence of sex? Predominantly something that might stick out as to something to corroborate what we've heard in these civil allegations. But if they find it, it could lead to further investigations. At this point, we're hearing that there's no potential arrest, but it doesn't mean there wouldn't be one in the future based on either more information collected or if they're finding whatever it is that they're hoping to find in these 2 locations.
And Brian, we do want to mention that we were initially told what we were showing our viewers here is a home in Los Angeles, California, near Beverly Hills. That is not the case. What you're seeing on your video, on your screen, is in fact Miami. And then they are also searching a home simultaneously in Los Angeles, in the Beverly Hills area at the exact same time. And to Brian's point here, law enforcement does that often in an effort to make sure that these searches can be conducted without sort of tipping off anyone else that might be involved. What doesn't give anyone any time to do anything questionable with evidence. So you're getting a larger shot there. You can see now just how close close that home is to the water, as our affiliate helicopter is flying over this home again in Miami as it is being searched. I want to now bring in our ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Brad Garrett. Brian Buckmeyer, don't go anywhere because I have several more questions for you as well. But Brad, as you're watching this, first of all, can you explain to us, Brad, what that vehicle is that we're seeing right there, that big white truck?
Well, I can't see, I don't have a screen up to see it, but if it looks like a cargo truck or looks like any sort of truck that you could put evidence into, so since we don't know kind of what they're looking for, I can give you a list of what I think they're looking for, is that you have to have a crime scene search vehicle to go in with the various things you need to do to search. So my guess is it's that, because my sense was they weren't going there to arrest anybody. This was to do a search. And so they took everyone probably from the evidence response teams of maybe the FBI and DHS to do this search.
Yeah, so a large vehicle to collect evidence. It does also look like it has some kind of satellite up in the air as well. We're also seeing local news in the area, and you're seeing law enforcement, Brad, sort of walking down a very long driveway to enter the home, and you're not seeing, it's not a chaotic scene at all. Definitely not. And you're right. Our sources are saying that an arrest at this point is not imminent.
Right. So, quickly, why were they able to go in there? To Brian's point, how did they convince a judge to go in there? You have to have a link directly to these two houses. In other words, do they have video of some of these acts that are being alleged in either location or both locations? Are there witnesses? People that have come forward? Of course people have come forward. Can they put acts in these houses? Maybe they were there firsthand. Is there CCTV that could be seized? Does he actually have video that he collected while these acts were going on? It's not uncommon in these types of cases. So it's all about what happened in those houses that law enforcement convinced a judge that there may be elements of the crime inside these houses.
All right. Thank you so much for that analysis. I also hope we can get some video up of the raid that's happening in Los Angeles as well so that we can learn a little bit more. But in the meantime, you're seeing, again, more video of P. Diddy there. But again, we are talking right now about a simultaneous search of two of his properties, one happening in Miami, the other one happening in Los Angeles. And we just have some new reporting. We're told here by our ABC's Aaron Katursky that the women who have made public accusations against Diddy are welcoming Monday's law enforcement activity, we're told. In fact, there is a statement from one of their lawyers where they're saying we will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute.
Public reaction has been mixed. While some are shocked, others view these allegations as overdue. The memoir has reignited debates about addressing misconduct in the entertainment industry and why such behavior often goes unchecked.
Girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but it ain't one. I got the
99 Problems rapper is adding one more problem to his list. In an amended civil complaint, Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, is now being accused of drugging and raping a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards in New York City. The lawsuit was originally filed in October against Sean Diddy Combs, now refiled to openly name Jay-Z as his alleged co-conspirator. Combs is currently behind bars pending trial on federal charges including.
For Jay-Z, this presents a very difficult situation because unlike Sean Combs, Jay-Z doesn't have the opportunity to say that he's being charged criminally and that this civil case should be paused. Instead, this case could go forward and he would have to sit for depositions, argue, defend, show where his whereabouts were, and the light of day could be very damaging to him both in the court of law and the court of public opinion.
Jay-Z has been famously married to Beyonce for 16 years. They have 3 children together. Today, Jay-Z denying all allegations, saying in part, "My only heartbreak is for my family," adding, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. His attorneys quickly taking his rebuttal to court, filing a motion to deny the accuser's request to remain anonymous or dismiss the lawsuit, calling it a cynical and calculated campaign to force payment of an exorbitant sum of money.
There are a number of reasons as to why a defendant would ask that a plaintiff be named in a civil lawsuit such as this. They may simply say that getting the name and the time and place of when something occurred would better allow them to prepare for a defense. The other, probably less benign reason is oftentimes when someone is accused of a crime like this, the accuser doesn't want to be named, and if they are forced to be named, we have seen certain people decide to drop the lawsuit altogether. So it could be a tactic to try to get the lawsuit dropped.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward.
This recent revelation stems from one of at least 7 civil lawsuits against Sean Combs filed in October by attorney Tony Busby, all of which allege Combs used dozens of victims for over 2 decades.
What shocked me most was that it was going on openly in front of other people that you would know who didn't do anything to stop it.
Busby, a prominent Houston lawyer, is no stranger to going against powerful entities. He represented 12,000 plaintiffs in a lawsuit against the oil company BP following the tragic Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010. BP agreed to pay $7.8 billion to compensate local residents who were impacted by the damage. In a statement, Sean Combs' legal team called the lawsuits against their client shameless publicity stunts, and that Mr. Combs never or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor.
For Combs, he's under a lot of fire, both from a civil and a criminal standpoint.
The claims of child abuse are especially serious. If proven true, they would not only destroy Diddy's career, but also highlight the need for systemic change to protect vulnerable individuals.
For decades, if not a lifetime, and as each week seems to pass by, Tony Busby and other individuals seem to just be adding on civil lawsuit after civil lawsuit.
According to the complaint, the 13-year-old Jane Doe was dropped off near the Radio City Music Hall in 2000, hoping to get into that year's Video Music Awards, but instead found her way into an after-party.
According to the allegations, when she first got to the party, she was asked to sign something she believes to be an NDA, but she didn't really read the details. After that, she entered the party.
After accepting a drink, she claims she began to feel woozy and lightheaded and entered what appeared to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down. Moments later, the lawsuit alleges, Combs, Carter, and an unnamed female celebrity entered, all of whom Jane Doe says she recognized. In the lawsuit, Jane Doe then alleges Combs and Carter took turns raping her as she lay on the bed disoriented, all while celebrity B watched. She claims she was only able to escape after hitting Diddy and running out of the bedroom.
Within the amended lawsuit of Sean Combs and now Sean Carter, the plaintiff is saying that she suffered immeasurable physical and psychological damage, that she's had problems with interacting with people down the line, keeping jobs, and being healthy, both physically and mentally.
At the time, the then 30-year-old Carter was nearing the height of his career. With a Best Rap Album Grammy Award under his belt for his record Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, and high-profile collaborations, including with Combs in the 1999 song Do You Like It, before Grammy Awards. 2021, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Trying to make me cry in front of all these white people.
Last year, he was named the greatest rapper of all time by Billboard, but his empire transcends the music world. He also founded Rock Nation, an entertainment company. Took a stab at fashion with Rockaware and ventured into hospitality with the 40/40 Club. Jay-Z, once rising to megastardom with Sean Diddy Combs, now facing disturbing allegations also together.
When Tony Busby came out with the hundreds of potential civil lawsuits, he told us that there would be some names that could shock us. Now we know who Celebrity A is, Jay-Z, aka Sean Carter. But the question still remains, who was that female Celebrity B named in that lawsuit, and what other major names?
As legal proceedings continue, the allegations have changed how the public sees Diddy. Whether or not the claims are true, they've sparked important conversations about power, abuse, and accountability in the entertainment industry.
This civil suit was originally filed back in October against Sean Combs, better known as P. Diddy. It has now been amended to also include allegations against Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. In this civil suit, a woman says that when she was a 13-year-old girl back in the year 2000, that she attended an after party for the MTV Video Music Awards, during which she says she was by Jay-Z and P. Diddy. She says that Jay-Z removed her clothes, pinned her down and her while P. Diddy and an unnamed female celebrity watched on. She says she was then by P. Diddy as Jay-Z and this female celebrity watched on once again. Jay-Z has dismissed in a lengthy statement these claims as idiotic. He's also attacked the character and legitimacy of the lawyer who has brought these claims. In his statement, Jay-Z directly addresses that lawyer. He says, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away, would you not agree? My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit." The wife, which he refers to, is of course Beyoncé, whom he's been married to since 2008 and been in a relationship for much longer than that. As for P. Diddy, he's currently in prison in New York awaiting criminal charges for he faces more than 24 civil lawsuits. This is the first one that has named Jay-Z, and he denies.
Interview 16. The truth will eventually come out. For now, the world watches as Diddy faces his toughest challenge and the industry confronts yet another scandal.